Hey guys, welcome to chess Praxis number 6, I believe. And today I thought I'd just do a quickie. I haven't done one in a while. I've been really busy with a bunch of stuff, so I haven't been able to follow through quite like I was expecting to. But anyway, I thought I'd do something a little different, show one of my games. Just played this today. There's nothing terribly remarkable about this game other than the fact that it proves Brian's maxim that the even second best moves are good enough in the fishing pole, assuming conditions are right. Anyway, this is just a quickie, just trying to keep my hand in here. So the game began 1e4, 1e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, knight f6, and castles, signaling knight to g4. It was obvious this guy had never seen this before, and he made the instinctive reaction, h3, and I follow with my instinctive reaction, h5. And here, this guy, he was rated about the same as me, I guess, which is around 1700. And he took the knight without much thought. I guess he just thought this was bogus. Maybe he had read one of the articles on the internet that says that the fishing pole is dead. It's quite possible. Anyway, he snapped that sucker off. Of course, if he'd read any of those articles, he would have realized that he shouldn't snap it off. So I guess he probably didn't in retrospect. Okay, so h takes g4. And now he realized that he was going to be unable to retreat this knight without the queen making its standard appearance on h4. So he decided to give back the piece and try to keep white out for a little bit longer, so he played g3. And I believe this is the first time I had come across this. So wasn't exactly sure how the game was going to go, but seemed clear enough that taking back the knight was hardly a bad thing. So according to Ribka, I'm already up over a pawn here, so things are good. He takes back with the queen naturally, but this allows knight to d4. And that's hitting the queen and the bishop. And for some reason, I'll just comment here that I had a little bit of chess blindness in this position. I wanted to play queen to g5, getting my queen to the h file, but for some reason I imagined the pawn was on d3 and that I couldn't get to g5. So anyway, this is just offering part of an excuse for my failure to find the best move later on here. He played queen to d3, which is pretty much the only sensible way to hang on to his bishop. And okay, so you're playing black. What do you play here? Well, I already gave you a clue. You should probably play queen to g5, which for some reason, since I had ruled it out on the previous moves, I also was ruling it out in my mind here too. And I didn't see anything stronger. This is just complete chess blindness, of course, than taking the bishop. So I took the bishop. But anyway, let's if I had played queen to g5, something like the following would have happened. He's got to find some escape for his king. So the Ribka recommends f4 here. And of course, I'm only too happy to snap off some lines. He really, he can't take the knight because that leads to queen takes g3, and that would be mate. So he instead would have to play, after e takes f4, he'd have to play king to g2 to survive. But then, okay, black to move. And it's probably not difficult to find. Actually, you could probably take the bishop here, and that's, I'm sure, winning. But knight to c2 might be winning a little bit more. Perhaps this is an assumption on Rybka's part that the knight will be able to be extricated from c2. That's actually unclear, but probably it's irrelevant because I think black is pretty much lost in this position anyway, regardless of what material balance may be at the moment. Yeah, I mean, just look at it. Okay, so anyway, back to the game. After queen to d3, I played the insipid knight takes b5. He played queen takes b5, and again, I would have played queen to g5. I don't know what was wrong with me. I didn't see stuff. So anyway, I played queen to f6 instead, which is actually okay. Actually, I believe now that I recall when I did the computer analysis that Rybka thought queen f6 was the best move. So anyway, maybe it's not so bad. Queen to f6, and now king to g2, and c6. I played c6 here with the idea of playing d5 and getting my bishop on c8 into the game. c6, queen goes back, queen h6. He plays really a kind of a bad move here, d3, although it's really kind of difficult to find out what he could play. Perhaps f4 is still his only chance to try and sneak away. Anyway, he played d3, attacking the queen, and here I played another second best move. I played queen to h2 check, but and we'll see how that ended up. But so I should have played queen to h3, and the reason for that is after queen h3, he can really only go to f3, d5, getting the white squared bishop out and threatening a skewer on g4 here. So he's got a scramble, king to e3, and this is why queen to h3 is better, because it sets up this direct threat of bishop to g4, and as a result, white gains another tempo for his attack, which I didn't get in the other line. King to e3, bishop to g4, just swarming in, f3, queen takes g3, exploiting the pin on the f3 pawn, king to d2. These are pretty much only moves, and then after rook to h2, he's going to lose an appalling amount of material. So queen h3 was the better way to end the game, but as I said at the beginning of this video, Brian says second best moves are okay. There are enough attacking resources in the black position. So queen h2 check, king f3, d5. The bishop's coming in anyway, and he has to go anyway. Bishop c5, check, king to d2, bishop to h3, rook to e1, and bishop to f2, and he resigned because bad things are happening to him everywhere he looks. So that was the game. I told you it was going to be quick. But anyway, I'll get back to doing more substantive videos on the line. I still want to address issues of central play and what to do when white mounts a vigorous counterplay in the center, which is the biggest problem to deal with. Some later video I'm going to address there's been two articles supposedly busting the fishing pole. One which I think is actually probably pretty good, although things are not quite as dire as the author would have you believe, and the other one which is just has some faulty analysis. Um, so anyway, we'll take a look at that because I'm sure a lot of people that you may play against, especially as you get higher up, may have seen these articles as this opening is becoming more widely known. King Crusher has got a video on it that's pretty interesting too, and some other people have done videos on it. So the opening is becoming more widely known, and so therefore Black is going to have to know more in order to trot this out. But as I've mentioned before, I promote this as a blitz weapon primarily, although I have played it in slow games, and I'm not sure I think I've won all my slow games. I've maybe played it in 2 or 3 slow games, and won. So I haven't yet become discouraged about playing it at those time limits. But for real world use, I suspect that if my opponents were better, I would probably be having to work harder to win those games. And if it was a game that really mattered, I probably wouldn't play it. Okay, but it is a fun weapon, and I think it's probably certainly better than the Blackmar Deemer Gambit and such openings. Maybe it's about the same. I don't know. The Blackmar Deemer Gambit is pretty suspect, although it racks up tons of wins, mainly because White doesn't really know how to refute it. And I think this is basically the same case here. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.